There's a feeling most people will do almost anything to avoid. Not fear, not sadness, not rejection. Shame. That quiet, heavy feeling that whispers, something is wrong with me. And unlike guilt, which says, I made a mistake, shame says, I am the mistake. That's why shame is so dangerous. It doesn't just hurt. It changes how you see yourself. It convinces talented people to stay silent, good people to hide, strong people to feel broken. And if left unchecked, it can quietly control an entire life. But emotionally intelligent people do something different. They don't run from shame. They learn how to transform it. And today, we're going to explore the 8 habits that allow them to do exactly that. Because understanding shame might be one of the most important psychological skills you'll ever develop. Habit 1. They say it out loud. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack for years. Not because it's locked onto your shoulders, but because you're afraid to take it off. That's what shame feels like. The strange thing about shame is that it grows in secrecy. The less you talk about it, the more powerful it becomes. Psychologists have found that simply naming an emotion reduces its intensity. Why? Because hidden emotions feel infinite. Named emotions become manageable. Instead of saying, I'm a failure, emotionally intelligent people say, I feel ashamed about what happened. That small difference changes everything. Because now the emotion is something you're experiencing, not something you are. Habit 2. They separate their identity from their mistakes. One bad decision, one embarrassing moment, one failure, and suddenly the mind creates a story. I'm not good enough. I'm weak. I'm broken. But emotionally intelligent people understand something crucial. Behavior and identity are not the same thing. You can fail without being a failure. You can make a mistake without becoming one. The human brain loves turning moments into identities. But growth begins when you refuse to let one chapter become the entire book. Habit 3. They get curious instead of self-critical. Most people react to shame with judgment. Emotionally intelligent people react with curiosity. There's a huge difference. One asks, what's wrong with me? The other asks, why did this affect me so much? Curiosity creates understanding. Judgment creates suffering. Think about it. When a comment hurts more than it should, there's usually a deeper reason. A hidden insecurity, an old wound, an unmet need. And until you understand what's underneath, the same pain keeps returning. Habit 4. They set boundaries around shame. Here is something most people never realize. Some environments create shame. Some people create shame. Not intentionally, but consistently. Every time you're criticized, mocked, dismissed, compared, or made to feel small, your nervous system remembers. Emotionally intelligent people pay attention to this. They notice which relationships leave them feeling lighter and which leave them feeling worse. Because shame grows fastest around people who make you question your worth. Boundaries aren't selfish. Sometimes they're psychological survival. Habit 5. They practice self-compassion. Imagine talking to your best friend after they made a mistake. Would you tell them they're worthless? Would you tell them they'll never recover? Probably not. Yet many people speak to themselves that way every day. The voice in your head becomes your environment. And if that environment is hostile, healing becomes difficult. Emotionally intelligent people understand that self-compassion is not weakness. It's emotional discipline. It's the ability to hold yourself accountable without destroying yourself in the process. Habit 6. They share safely. One of shame's greatest lies is this. If people knew the real me, they would leave. But often the opposite happens. The right people don't run from vulnerability. They connect with it. That's why emotionally intelligent people choose safe people. Not everyone, just the right people. A trusted friend, a mentor, someone who can hold the truth without weaponizing it. Because shame loses power when it's witnessed with understanding instead of judgment. Habit 7. They extract the lesson. Every painful emotion contains information, even shame. Emotionally intelligent people ask, what is this trying to teach me? Not, how do I get rid of this feeling? Maybe the shame points toward a value you violated. Maybe it reveals a behavior that needs changing. Maybe it exposes a belief that was never true. The lesson matters. Because pain without reflection becomes suffering. Pain with reflection becomes wisdom. Habit 8. They feel it and then let it go. This may be the hardest habit of all, because most people either suppress shame or become consumed by it. Emotionally intelligent people do neither. They allow themselves to feel it fully, honestly, without pretending it isn't there. But they also refuse to build a home inside it. They understand that emotions are visitors, not permanent residents. Even shame, especially shame. Conclusion. Maybe the most powerful truth about shame is this. It survives by convincing you that you're alone, that everyone else has it together, that you're uniquely flawed, uniquely broken, uniquely unworthy. But that's never been true. Every person you've ever admired has carried shame. Every successful person, every confident person, every strong person. The difference is not that they never felt it. The difference is that they learned how to move through it. So the next time shame shows up, don't ask, "What's wrong with me?" Ask, "What is this trying to teach me?" Because shame is not proof that you're broken. It's proof that you're human. And sometimes, the moment you stop fighting that truth is the moment you finally become free.